And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. Alright, well, I've got all of these things upgraded, ready to go, and we are on day 20, so we are just 2 days and a night away from our next Horde night. So I want to make sure we are prepared, and I did kill a Screamer or two. Looks like we had some more visitors. Nothing major. So I've got crafted now. Hopefully these trees grow. I'm going to need the wood out of those. I've cut the trees from quite a radius around this place, and the birds are just going crazy here. So I've got some spikes crafted. Now these, I do have, you know, increased damage on these, so we're going to want to try to get these to be the highest level that we can afford right now. The higher the level, the more damage that they're going to be able to do, and the more durable that they're going to be. Also, I did do a change on concrete, and most of it has dried except for this band right through the middle of my base, and which is unfortunate because that's where the zombies are going to be beaten on right there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. So these log spikes do, you know, they pack a punch initially, but they're not very durable. So we're going to want to get these upgraded as soon as possible, because then we can do lots and lots of work inside, and the zombies, you know, even the screamers that come by, they should perish on these. And then upgrading these, you can see how expensive these are. So to build, they're 15 wood to build one. Upgrade them once, that's another 10. Upgrade them again, that's some iron. So yeah, we're gonna be going through a lot of resources to get these the way that we want them. And, you know, some people suggest putting them upside down, because they do the same. They do damage even when they're upside down. But I like to be reminded that there is a giant spike pit around my base. So, yeah, zombies will die either way. Okay, I should have exactly the amount I need to finish this off. I haven't made any mistakes, so let's see if I counted right. I figured this level around, that was 104 around, so this one is another 4, so that would be 108, and then this one is another 4, so that's another 112. So I figured 220 was a good number to use. I think I'm going to be off. Yeah, I was off by a few. Let's make 10 more of these. How did I miscount that? I must have... 2 more. No, not those. These. There. The initial defense is in, and hoping. Ooh, looks like we had trees grow. Look at that, just in time. All my trees now are mature. At least they should be. I'm hoping. The quick axe takes them out quick, but I think we're gonna get less resources. Oh, actually, not too bad. Roughly 500. So 242, 241, so 480 something. That's a lot of wood. And we got some skill points. Let's go see. What am I walking over? I must be walking over the trunk. It's really confusing. I'll make sure there's no zombies around. While we spend some points here. So we can't quite get tool and weaponsmithing. I might save up for these actually, just because they're 30 points a piece. And you know, we're gonna need to level up another 9 levels, which is 6 points a piece. Actually, yeah, we could probably grab something here. Science. Not sure what we're gonna need for that. Armor crafting. I did up armor crafting, and I did put on some iron chest armor level 500. So we are doing great on that part. You know, I have a -7 on my temperature, and it's going up still. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I can cut the rest of these trees down in between episodes, just because these are... It's kind of loud and obnoxious. So what else can we do as well as upgrading these? I want to make sure we upgrade all of these. Oh man, a screamer caught me. Oh man. Okay, so we've got... Oh, how am I missing them? Holy cow. There we go. It's a little better. Oh, settle down, dude. Settle down. How did I miss you? Oh, torn down. Okay. Wow. They were very disturbed. A very disturbed tourist. Ooh. Oh, really? Very little loot on all those. Even though they were pretty high level zombies. I need to get my scavenging skill up. Otherwise, I'm going to miss out. Yeah, no loot. It stinks. I wonder why that's a gap right there. That's not good. We wanna fix that right up. Yeah, eventually it's gonna be a concrete skirt all the way around the base. It's one of the reasons I'm now smelting down concrete or stone in there for the concrete mix. So yeah, I think it's 3 levels of iron that you need for these, and then a steel. So it's a dramatic amount of steel. So we used 232 going around. So if you count 10 steel a piece, that's over 2,000. That's, you know, 2,300 steel just to get these all upgraded. That's a significant amount of steel. So we're going to want a major source of iron here. I'm hoping get these looking good here. How much wood do we have? Oh, we got actually quite a bit of wood ready for us. Getting these upgraded is pretty important. Because right now, I mean, they might do some damage. They wouldn't kill a zombie or outright. Unless the zombie was super, super weak. The other thing is this step up right here. I'm gonna wanna handle that. Still, this stuff isn't drying, which is unfortunate. So that one's probably going to need a little repair. Yep. There we go. Ooh, yeah, a lot of repair here. And once they're upgraded to steel, you really don't have to repair them very often, because they have like 10,000 hit points. And it almost is worth it to let them break all the way down to iron again and then build them back up with 10 steel. I think it would be cheaper to do it that way than any other way. Alright, because I want these at least up to this second level before I wander away and do other things. There we go. That eases the mind a little bit more. And yeah, we could get a wandering horde anytime. We could get a pack of dogs, so I want to make sure that those are well placed. Right, athletics going up. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of rebar frames, several hundred more rebar frames to put a skirt all the way around this thing. And then I got to think about traps. I want to put some blade traps in here eventually, but we need a nice system to do that. I need to think about having like a motion sensor to control the traps so they're not all turned on all the time. They turn on when they're needed. And that's all stuff, that's all pretty advanced stuff that we're going to get to. I put a land claim block over here as well. I'm not sure if it was a good idea. Because I was wondering if breaking these down would actually give me the bench, and I don't think it does. So I started taking this thing down, and it was giving me like parts, like wood and mechanical parts and stuff like that. So that was not intended. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so we've got some. We actually didn't use very much wood on that. I was planning on many thousands of wood being used, but I guess we got lucky. Lots of seeds now, and good amount of raw iron that we can smelt down. Okay, cement. Let's craft that up. I do have some stuff, some storage set up over at the main base there. I'm going to take these nails. I've got some steel and iron that I've built up. I want to just grab a few things just to carry over to the new base. I'll be able to migrate everything over soon. It's going to take a few trips, obviously, to get everything over there, but ooh, man, I am really, really hungry. I'm going to eat a wonderful, look at that, a meat stew. Oh, so good. All right. So I do have a bunch of nails over here I need to get to. All right. So pretty dark over here right now. I did finish up the roof. So there's 500 nails. I want like 6 more. There it is. Just so I have an even amount. And then I want Nails, recipe, storage box. I don't want 50 storage boxes. It's like 25 to start. And then I want some signs. I want like 20 signs. And then we're going to put some rebar frame in our walls. Yeah, the new concrete I place dries really fast, but these not so much. I think we're getting some more drying, but they're really taking their sweet time to do that. And the reason I want these walls in place, a couple reasons. For one, I don't want anything to be able to see me when I'm inside there. And two, I want to be able to hang some stuff on the walls. So in the middle here, this is where our doorways are going to be. So a door on all four corners. Because zombies love doors. So there's going to be a vault door right there. There's going to be one over here. Okay. Getting close. Not sure if I have enough rebar to do the whole thing, but it also shores up the top. Because right now it's just being supported by this. Having this there, every single block right there is supported directly, so it's able to carry a little bit more weight. And I want to be able to do that because when I put the farm up there, I want to be able to be secure in knowing that the dirt that I place is not going to collapse that roof. That would not be good. From what I've read, the spotlights that you can craft are not too good. They're not too good. And I usually put spotlights on the roof shining over the land so I can see what I'm doing during like horde nights and stuff. I want to be able to see the zombies. This is a lot of rebar. Like I said, this is a very concrete heavy build. But once you get going, once you get it secure, oh man, it makes you really feel safe when you're sitting in this. This is our stairwell right here, so we got to make sure this is well supported underneath. That's a lot of weight on there. So I'm not sure if this counts as a transparent block or not. So if I'm in here doing some stuff, if zombies can actually see me through these or not, I'm not 100% sure on that. So I've got these two running on stone. Got lots of stone getting smelted down. Looks like, yeah, it's not even half done yet. Those are stacks of 3,000 when they started. And these are going pretty good. So this is going to be essentially 600 blocks worth of concrete. And there's another 600 blocks worth of concrete. So once those are done smelting, oh, it's going to go... I could have split that even more and had it smelting even more. And so here's a storage box. I usually have a few storage boxes over here for like stone. And then I might want one more forge right there. I might want one more forge. So like, yeah, let's see. It's weird that these don't have any symbols anymore. So, like stone, iron, and some other stuff. So come in here. This is gonna be stone. Okay, just want to make sure. Iron. And everything else. This over here, this is stuff for ammo. So I've already got some stuff in here. So feathers, lead. There's going to be, you know, the brass that I've got next door. All are going to come in here. Ooh, the other thing I do need is clay. So I'm going to put. Let's make sure I can get to this. So this one in here, and this one in here. Okay. Because I need one for clay as well. So stone, iron. We're going to do clay. Like that. So stone, I want all three of those to be stone. Iron. Well, I'm planning on smelting iron down when I'm getting it. So having this thing full of raw iron, this right here, that would be an obscene amount of iron. So everything else, miscellaneous, will go over here. So glass, you know, sand for glass and stuff like that can go on that side. Doesn't have to be absolutely marked, but it is what it is. Okay, so the other thing we're going to want is a place for all of our guns and, you know, books. So maybe one next to the stairs here. This can be for books. Books and maps. Yeah, I heard more death out there. Another screamer came wandering by. So there's books and maps. We could do one for. We're gonna need a couple for clothing, at least. Not sure where to do that one. This is going to be our mine, so we're gonna be able to pop out of that and go right over here and dump what we don't need over in here. So all the sand, all that kind of stuff we're going to need. So weapons, since this is going to be my ammo, I think this is a good spot for weapons. So we're going to have some serious storage here. And then I want signs all along here. So, pistol, and then shotgun, and then let's do hunting rifle, and then AK, SMG. And let's see what other weapons we have. Sniper rifle. Rocket launcher. Is that it? Let's look at weapons. Well, we could do arrows down here, but that's more ammo than anything. So ammo-based stuff is going to go here. And I actually want another one of these for ammo. And we're going to label it bullets. Because we're going to eventually have a lot of those. Hopefully, anyway. So that takes care of, I think, all the weapons. See, pistol, shotgun, hunting rifle. there's 2 types of shotguns, so that's fine. AK-47, SMG, sniper rifle. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So these last 2 can be, you know, for whatever, for miscellaneous. I want a couple for clothing. Let's try to keep them relatively close together here. So those 3 for clothing. So clothes, cloths, whatever. Probably I need an E on that to make that official. But so yeah, I'm trying to get some stuff ready to go. I want a couple. I want one for just everything. We're gonna want everything in here eventually. We're gonna need a couple chemistry stations as well. So I'm thinking this area over here will be chemistry stations, and with that in mind, we're gonna want one for, this is going to be oil shale. Just so we can process some gas and things. So I think maybe this one is going to be the nail gun. And this one can be auger, chainsaw. Let me know if I'm missing any weapon sort of things. And then we need some for machine parts. So we've got clothes over there. This is kind of a central place to drop stuff off. So we're gonna do machine parts. Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple more. Storage box. I'm gonna grab a few more of these. Okay, and then signs. Let's get a few more of these. So signs, I want sign, 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 sign. So up here, we're going to have engines. No, let's do batteries. And then engines. And parts. Oop. We're going to do parts. Okay. Batteries, engines, parts. So like springs, mechanical parts, that kind of thing. Because then we can put some workbenches over here. And, you know, one workbench can go like right there. Try to leave some spot open. I need to get some torches up in here. That's one thing I definitely need. We also, this area right back here is going to be for cement mixers. So we're going to have a bunch of cement mixers, and I want some stuff for, we're going to have another sign here for concrete. Because I'm going to have all my mixers right here. I want to be able to pull stuff out and put it in there. And we're going to have one more for sand. Try to get all my bases covered with by leaving some broad strokes as well. I don't want to get too specific, because these can store quite a bit. They can store quite a bit. So filling this thing up with concrete mix, remember the concrete stacks to 6,000 with these settings. So having, what is it, for 8 by 9, what is that, 72 stacks at 6,000 a piece? That's That's a considerable amount of resources. But that's a challenge. That's a challenge to load one of these things up. I also want one for wood. So these are kind of raw materials here. So let's get this wood. There we go. All right. So far, so good. Check this. Doing pretty good. We can make quite a bit of steel. So now I can start moving my material over. But I want to be careful with that because moving it over too soon, I want to make sure we are really set for Horde Night. Make sure there's nobody in here. We should have quite a bit of this smelted down by now. Yeah, we are really close. And yeah, I've got quite a lot to smelt back down. I don't know, do we have enough stone? I don't know if we have enough stone for what we need. We might. Look at that, out of those 510 nails, I've only got 60 left. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, now we can start moving some of this stuff. I'm going to need something for rotten flesh. Definitely going to need something for rotten flesh. Dirt is another one I'm going to need some stuff for. I've already got one for clothes. We're going to need one for medicine and food, of course. So yeah, that should take care of everything. I'm going to craft a couple more signs. Just because we have dirt. Maybe 2 more. Okay, so there's 11. There's over 100 more blocks of concrete available there. So let's... Yeah, we're going to need... Look at that, exactly 1,000 sand left. Didn't even try. Oh, I just want to sort of empty out what I've got right now. That way, when I do start moving stuff, it's going to be all good. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.